Hello guys, I want to introduce myself. This is my first time uploading in English. I started the channel. I'm an Uber driver. I've been doing this for almost 7 years. I think a little bit over 7 years. I just want to do it in English to see if I reach more people interested in this kind of stories. I have funny, ugly stories on Uber. Sometimes I'm gonna be talking about video games, which I love. But as you can tell, uh, English is not my first language, but I can speak pretty fluently. So I'm gonna try to upload some videos in English to see if you guys like it, and I can keep posting in English and Spanish. Well, as I said, I'm an Uber driver, and right now I wanted to talk about a few stories I have, ugly stories. I seen dead people, not ghosts, but that dead people on the road. And the last one I'm gonna tell you is it really make me sick to the point that I had to pull over and throw up. But well, I'll tell you this last story. Well, let's start with the first one. You know, you're always on the road. You gotta be careful. Even if you drive safe, there's always people that's not safe. So you gotta keep an eye on your mirrors, on the backup camera, and everything, because people's crazy out there, man. But yeah, like. Actually, last week I saw an accident that just happened. I didn't see the accident, but I usually do Uber in San Diego, and I was by Rosecrans, and I was trying to get into the ramp, the 5 North, and I see a lot of cops and the fire department. They closed the road on the last light signal before you get to the ramp, and we had to go around on the back alley. And as I was driving around the accident, I didn't see a car, so I guess it was a hit and run. But yeah, I saw a guy laying on the ground, and I see the fire department give him CPR. You know, like this guy, that guy is gone, dude. Like if they're, I mean, he wasn't moving. He was like it was night. It was like at 10 p.m., something like that. And I was really sad. But there's a lot of people, though. They just cross the road. They don't wait for the light. And it was rainy. So, I mean, I guess at night, people think when they're walking, like, oh, they're going to stop. They're going to see me. But the truth is, at night, with the glare from the cars coming the opposite way, sometimes you don't see a pedestrian because they don't have reflective clothes, obviously. And a lot of the streets are really dark. And even if they're not dark, like I said, with the glare from the cars coming the opposite way, it's hard to see people that are crossing the road. So be careful out there. And on my Spanish videos that I uploaded a few years ago, I told a story about how I was on my way to pick up a customer, and on Washington Street, where the train tracks are, the the little metal things that come down telling you the red light that the train is about to pass by, so you gotta stop before the tracks. So I stopped there. I was right in the front where the train tracks were, so I had to stop. And I was waiting there. There was only a few cars behind me, and the train was passing by. And after like a minute of the train, it was a long train, it stopped, and I was like, oh great, I'm gonna be delayed to go pick up my customer. And so I called my customer, hey, you know what? The train stopped. I don't know what's going on. So if you can just, if you can cancel the ride, or you want to wait for me, it's fine with me, whatever. She's like, nah, I'll wait for you. Don't worry. I'm not in a rush. So So yeah, so another 10 minutes go by, and then I see a lot of cops coming on the other side of the train, and then some behind me. And they had the same thing. It was at night, and they had the flashlights, and they were looking on the wagons and under the train. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They're after somebody or something. And then I called the girl, you know what? There's cops here. I think it's gonna take longer than I expected. So go ahead and cancel. She's like, oh, all right, thanks for letting me know. So she canceled the ride. I was stuck there. And then a few minutes, after like 40 minutes being there, one cop started to tell us to go on reverse to get out of the street because it was gonna take too long. And since I was the one in the front, I had to wait for all the cars behind me to get out and so I can back up. And when the cop got to my window to tell me to back up, it was my turn, and I asked him, hey, what happened? What's going on? And he's like, well, just somebody jumped in front of the train to suicide, and we're looking for the remains on all the wagons. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, like that's crazy, man. Like, I didn't actually see the body, but just knowing that they were looking for the remains of a person there, it was really shocking. But yeah, and that was a story I uploaded. Actually, I uploaded right there. Like, I was recording it while I was waiting. I was telling the story for my YouTube channel as I was waiting there, and I was joking like, maybe the train ran over somebody, and I said it as a joke. And later on, when the cop actually told me what happened, I'm like, oh shit, I was just joking, dude. Like, that's crazy. And I got a lot of customers that asked me for stories that I had in Uber, and I told them that story too, and they tell me, oh yeah, that happens a lot here, man. Here in LA, there's a lot of people that jump in front of the train and all that. I'm like, fuck, dude, I didn't know. But yeah, that happens. That time, that was a few years ago. And a few months ago, same thing. Somebody that I think took his life because I was going like on Old Town, well, by the level Old Town, going on 5 North. Same thing, it was like midnight, and I just saw cars slowing down a little bit, moving to the left, and on the far right lane, I see a naked guy laying on the ground on the road. You know, like, fuck, that's self taking out, dude. Because if it was an accident, why the guy has no clothes, you know? So yeah, that was really, really, really shocking, dude, to see that image right there in front of me. And the last one, like I said, fuck, dude, this was over there where I live in the desert. I live in the desert. I usually drive over there in San Diego because it's busy. It's like 2 hours from where I live. But this happened one time. It was like 1 a.m. And on the main road, it passed by the little town. It was like, it's still like a avenue, but it's a 65 mile per hour, but it's not actually a highway, you know. But yeah, I was on the right lane, and it was only like 2-3 cars in front of me, and I see them like slow down, and the left lane was there was no cars on the left lane, so I just went around them. And I see over there on the road, it was so dark, I see stuff on the road, and I thought, because on that road there's a lot of palm trees, and really often you see like the leaves, big leaves from the palm tree fall on the road. So I thought that was why they were slowing down. But by the time I got to the front on the left lane, I see a person. He was laying like with his feet going that way and his head going toward my way on the right lane, but he was missing half of his head. So yeah, that was, god damn, I don't know how to say it on English, dude, but that was fucking crazy, dude. Like, even with when my friends on Facebook or whatever, they send me videos of accidents where somebody just like snap a finger or crack a arm or whatever, like UFC fights where you see like the bones crack or whatever. I go like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I cannot see all that kind of videos. And now I see this person laying on the ground with half of his head. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that was crazy. And I actually had a customer with me. He was sitting on the back, and he just saw the person, but he didn't see that he was missing half of the head. And after like a mile away, I told the guy, hey, dude, I gotta pull over, dude. Like, he's like, why? Well, I feel sick, dude, for what I saw. Like, I stopped playing around. Like, dude, he didn't have half a head. Didn't you see that? He's like, what the fuck? Like, no, I didn't see that. Like, yeah, man, he didn't have half of his head. So I'm guessing like, I don't know if it was a homeless people or like somebody just walking on that high-speed road on the shoulder. But I'm guessing it was a homeless guy that was on the shoulder, and just a semi hit him with the trailer. It was fully loaded and popped the head like a freaking watermelon. That's what I think it happened, because if it was in a car, I don't think a car can do that to a head, you know. And a semi, well, with all the weight it has, and if he did it with the trailer, with the tires on the back trailer, obviously he maybe thought it was just like something on the road or whatever, if he didn't see the person, you know, because there was nobody that pulled over for the accident. So either was a hit and run, or my guess, like I said, my guess is a truck driver that didn't even notice that he actually did that to somebody, you know. But yeah, that was so anyway, like, after a mile I had to pull over, and I threw up, dude. I threw up. Like, it was the impact of seeing that in person, like right here in front of me, dude, like, that was so nasty, dude. Like, but yeah, I mean, those are some of the, I think it's the ugliest stories for that happened on Uber while I'm doing Uber. But I have some funny ones, I have some crazy ones. But like I said, this is the first one I upload in English. I hope you guys liked it, and I'm gonna try to upload, if I see it's got a few views, enough views, I'll keep uploading in English. But yeah, like I said, these are the bad stories. I have so many more, but those are like the ones I never told, even on Spanish. The only one I told before, it was the one from the train, but I never really told about the one with the guy without the head and the guy. It just happened last week. But yeah, guys, like I said, like, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, comment, let me know what kind of stories you wanna listen. Like I said, I have funny ones, I have some crazy ones, stressful ones, controversial that maybe I get like banned or whatever. But I mean, like I said, just drop a like, comment, and let me know if you like it or not, what you like about it. I know I speak decent English, but I know the way I talk is kind of slow. But that's the way I talk, even on Spanish. I talk like this, but I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know so I can change something about it. And hopefully I'll upload something new soon. All right, guys. My name is Edgar, but the channel is Soy Tuber. But yeah, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video. Later, guys.